So obviously we are without a person today. Michael had the afternoon off, so we decided we'd struggle without him. But we're gonna have fun anyway. Of course, Reference Roundtable. You've probably been here before. This week we're doing something that I think is super duper fun that we've done before, and it's kind of become a monthly thing for us. And we're calling it "It Came from the Bookdrop." And basically, we are showing you some books that have just been recently returned to the downtown library here. So it's really cool because you can see what other people are reading. We have books from all ages, kids, adults, picture books. So yeah, you can just kind of see what's popular and get a taste of all the different things we have here. So
yep, all
should
ages, all interests.
Should we just get going?
We should.
Ta-da! Okay, that wasn't very exciting because you can't actually see inside the box, but it's very full.
You will. Yes.
So, of course, we have some fabulous picture books. We have so many good picture books in our collection. And this is Llama Llama Loose Tooth Drama, which is just super fun to say.
That's really cute.
Llama Llama. Who doesn't love a rhyming picture book?
Yes. And so this is another book from our juvenile collection, and this is super cute. The Lemonade Stand Cookbook.
Oh,
I kind of want to check this out because this looks really fun. Lemony lemon cupcakes.
Yes.
Delicious.
I love lemon desserts.
Ooh, marshmallow pops. Easy and delicious. That's
lots of fun, like little snacks.
Yep.
And
yeah, cool.
Lemonades.
Yes.
Well, this is totally a change of. We also have the Encyclopedia of Guilty Pleasures, 1001 Things You Hate to Love, which we all have those. On the back, they talk about Chef Boyardee. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I think on the front here, they also have Mr. Spock from Star Trek. And I think that's Pamela Anderson.
That's what it looks like.
They're like drawings, so it's kind of hard to tell. But
yes. Stepping back a second, we got a comment that says, "I love Llama Llama." So
very popular. There's a lot of Llama Llama picture books out there. Very popular.
They're super cute. So, well, I like a bright pink cover for sure. And this is called Searching for John Hughes, or Everything I Thought I Needed to Know About Life I Learned from Watching 80s Movies. That sounds really good, actually.
So if you like 80s movies.
So it's got like the Breakfast Club characters on the front there. So that sounds interesting.
Well, this is a classic. Of course, we have tons and tons of movies at the library. This is Heidi. Heidi, the Disney classic. Came out in 93? I don't know if that's right. Maybe it is right.
I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, that's for sure.
I don't know if I've ever even seen Heidi, honestly. Okay, what do we got here? The Satanic Verses by Salman Rushdie. So I've not read this. This is a huge book. So whoever read this did some reading.
Very famous book. I've never actually read that, but it was released in the late 80s and it caused an uproar. I believe certain sects of Islam found it very blasphemous and were not happy with Mr. Rushdie.
Interesting.
But he's made other books since then. So
yes. Well, yeah. We did get a comment here and says, "Love watching you opening boxes."
We do too. Honestly,
we enjoy this a lot.
This is super cool. Ooh. It's called Hershey by Michael D'Antonio, and it's subtitled Milton S. Hershey's Extraordinary Life of Wealth, Empire, and Utopian Dreams. That sounds cool. So if you like history or chocolate or both, that's for you.
Yep. All right. This one is a local history story. Flight 232, which if you're from the area or even close to the area, you know about the plane crash that happened in 89. So this book was written by Lawrence Gonzalez quite a few years ago now.
It came out, I think, right before the 30th. Well, sometime within the last 10 years before, because the 30th anniversary of it was in 2019. I remember that.
2014. This one came out in 2014. So this is basically, it's a story. It has a lot of details. I have not read this one, but I definitely remember this happening, and throughout the years, I've learned a lot more about it. So It's definitely one I've wanted to read still, just because I was really little when it happened, so I don't remember a ton, but just kind of interesting, also tragic stuff, but also happy stuff because most of the people survived.
Yeah, it's a good
amazing
story. It's such a good story. You don't even really have to be from here, I think,
Right,
to enjoy
exactly.
it. It just helps if you know. I'm sure there's a lot of people who live in the city that know people that were there or were affected by it. So
yeah, we got a comment here. We Zoom sit our 5-year-old granddaughter out in Oregon, and she loves Llama Llama. There's also a camel dairy that's called Camelot. Get it?
That sounds
That would
like
make
something.
sense. Yeah.
All right. This one I think is super cool because it's actually a book in Spanish. It's called Magia, Brujeria y Ocultismo, which in English is magic, witches, and occultism. So it's a book on all of that stuff in Spanish because, of course, we offer a pretty good selection of fiction and nonfiction books in Spanish and a few other languages. Spanish just happens to be kind of the most well-spoken non-English language. So it's definitely our biggest world language section.
All right. Okay, this is a teen book. I'm not familiar with this one. It's called A Snake Falls to Earth. So it looks interesting. It's heavy.
I don't remember what it was about, but I remember
don't
seeing
either.
it when it came out and wanting to read it. So it must be good
It looks
if I wanted
cool.
to read it.
And it's by Darcy Little Badger. So interesting. National indie bestseller. Times' best 100 fantasy books of all time. So looks like an interesting one. Like I said, it's heavy, so that intrigues me.
All right. And keeping with the kids and teens, we have a youth graphic novel. So it's kind of like a comic book for kids. And it's The Babysitter's Club. I think most people that were born in the last 45 years probably knew The Babysitter's Club. This is just their adventures, but in comic book form. So it's super cool. And it's called Karen's Kitty Cat Club. So
Yes.
Sarah and I approve of that, being cat fans.
Yes, and I love The Babysitter's Club too. So
a few more in here.
We've got a few more. This is the Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. This has been a really popular book for quite a long time.
That came out in the 90s?
I think so, yeah.
I know they made a movie from it,
Yes,
I think, in the
89.
90s. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's been out for quite a while. And I think this was on our display that I think Michael has taken down now. It was on the Asian and Pacific Islanders Heritage Month display. So someone must have grabbed that and brought it back.
Well, if you're a fan of true crime at all, I'm sure you know Anne Rule. This is an Anne Rule book called And Never Let Her Go, Thomas Capano, The Deadly Seducer. So
the queen of true crime.
If you like true crime, you can't go wrong with Anne Rule. She writes a good true crime book. We have like shelves and shelves of her books because she's written so many true crime stories.
Yes, and one of her most famous ones, I guess, is the Ted Bundy, I think, Stranger Beside Me, because she actually worked with him.
I think that's what started her writing carear, I think, was she knew Ted Bundy, and then it kind of got her into the true crime.
Yes, so what do we got here? American Heiress, the wild saga of the kidnapping, crimes, and the trial of Patty Hearst. And that's by Jeffrey Toobin. So
if you're at all familiar with the Patty Hearst saga or just, I think it sounds interesting. It's quite a story.
Quite a story. So
got a lot of pictures in there too of her life and
that sounds cool. So
tales.
Looks interesting.
All right. This one, I've actually read this one before. It is called The Show That Never Ends. And it's by David Weigel. It's The Rise and Fall of Prog Rock. So if you're at all a fan of prog rock, that was really quite a big thing in the late 60s and early 70s. They talk about in here like Genesis, Yes, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, King Crimson, bands like that. If you're at all into that, even if you're not, maybe you just like music and music history, this is such a cool book. I definitely recommend it.
Cool. All right. This one I have actually read as well, and it's called Behind
I did
Closed
too.
Doors by B.A. Paris. And this is probably one of my, I love thrillers. I read a lot of thrillers, and this is one of the best I've read in the last several years. It was her debut
Was that?
book,
Okay.
and it's her best one still. So if you,
I read that
Yeah.
and I was like very iffy about it.
oh,
Like I didn't hate it, but I was
It
kind of
was-
like,
it's something. It's
It-
definitely something.
It is, and it's still. If you're interested in thrillers, I still recommend reading it. It's a quick read too, so it's a
very
good
quick
like
read.
summer read if you're looking for something you can like read over the weekend
Yeah.
or something.
I think I need to check it out on that one too at some
did
point.
too.
So.
I'm gonna do this one because that's
Okay.
yours. I'm
Yep.
leaving that last one for you.
Yes.
All right. So we have Runaway Dream by Louis Macer. It's Born to Run and Bruce Springsteen's American Vision. So if you're at all a fan of The Boss,
Ooh.
I'm really not. I'm not going to say I am. But if you're a fan of The Boss, I'm sure that would be right up your alley. So we had a few kind of music-y books.
Music, yeah. A theme going on. All right.
This is our last.
This is our last one
book.
in the box, and I know my mom's watching, and she probably recognizes this because she has a copy because it's the West High Story or the story, the yearbook from 1976, and my mom and my dad appear in this yearbook, and somebody apparently checked it out. So I just think that's super interesting. So
I never like to tell people we have all of the yearbooks because
No.
we don't. We rely on getting them from donations. But we have a decent amount of the local like public high schools. So if you're interested in taking a look at them,
yeah.
we do have a decent amount.
If
Not
we-
all.
No, if
Can't
we have
guarantee it,
multiple
but-
copies, they do check out. Some of them are just to look at here in the library, but either way, it's really cool. I know, like Central High, we have most of those,
Mhm.
even from like the early 1900s, which are really interesting to look at. So, my mom had these books, and I would look at them when I was a kid, and look at the
I love
different hair.
looking at the styles,
So-
the clothing styles.
So that's fun.
All right.
All right.
Well, I think we had a pretty good selection. Hopefully,
Yes.
maybe you all found something new that you can read. If not, hopefully you were entertained by the wide variety.
Yes, it's always interesting to see what people in Sioux City
Oh,
are
I
reading
love
or
this.
interested in. Yeah,
I love it. Sometimes you get like multiple books too, and you're like, oh, somebody was reading a series because you'll see books like 2, 3, and 4 came back, so somebody's getting through a
Yeah.
series. That's
Yeah.
pretty much all we have for today. Of course, we're going to be back next week at the same time, and I don't.
It's a new month, so
Oh
I
my
think
gosh,
we'll be
it's
doing
June.
new books. So
You definitely
new
want
month,
to tune
new
in
books.
next week
Yes,
because brand new books.
the sneak peek. That's probably one of my favorites to do.
I think it's everybody's favorites. Everybody that comes into the library is like, I like the new books. Even the people that work here like the new
We
books
love
the
to
most. So.
see the new stuff coming in.
Yeah.
So,
So thanks for joining us today. We'll be back in a week. And yeah, until then.